Hey, what's going on? Junk for you here, and finally coming back with another Minecraft video. I'm not quite sure if any of you really ever cared, but I haven't really put out a video in the last month or so, and that's mainly because I've had some pretty bad computer problems. Hard drive failure, power failure, and basically I just bought myself a brand new desktop and I'm not using my laptop really anymore. So I know quite a few of you, well, any of you that watches Coco SmackDown probably like Industrial-Craft, and I like it too. And some of you are asking me to update my Industrial-Craft map to work with 1.6. But I've actually gone a little bit further. There's a mod out there called Buildcraft, and I've actually combined it with that to make the entire system almost completely automated. So start off with, from Buildcraft, is these quarries. Now I used one to build a kind of like an offshore mining facility. I think it's pretty cool. Just digs down through the water and gets you resources and sends them all back to the main facility over there. There's a little boat area to boat over, but I'm just gonna jump over like that. Okay. I set these up right here just because I know these can get resources really quickly. Just so you'll see what happens really quickly. So there's going to be a crap load of resources going in. But there's a couple other quarries that are digging and sending resources back over. So I guess I'll go inside and show you what happens. All the resources come in here, and they enter through this section right here. And they can go one of two ways. Almost everything goes that way, and only ores go into this room. And in here is where they all get turned into ingots. They start off by, coming in here and going into macerators, which is all powered by electricity, and they all get turned into dust. And then the dust then gets over to electric furnaces, which then melts it, smelts it, and passes it down this way. So no work required on your part. And over here, I always found there was a problem with cobblestone and dirt, and the fact that you would get way too much of it. So what I decided to do was, instead of having it kept, I would just send it to recyclers. So all dirt and cobblestone. Oh dear, I'm actually running out of power. They're not getting melted. Oh, this is gonna back up pretty bad. Okay, well, all the power comes from down in. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Power comes from down here, and cannonball. Oh, yeah, we're out of ingots here. Okay, well, just give me a couple of these. Swim quickly. Okay. Just put these in here, get some power flowing back to the machinery so it doesn't start backing up on me. That's good enough for now. And I took some of your advice from last time. I moved it all the way down into, well, this is obsidian, but directly beneath it is bedrock. And I surrounded it in reinforced stone so that won't, if anything does happen, it'll do minimal damage. And so what'll happen is uranium ore actually goes down into that first machine I went to, which turns it into the uranium bars. Then they get sent into the power stations to provide power, which comes way up here, gets split off into multiple lines and sent all throughout the factory. Pretty efficient, I think. At least I tried to set up so that I didn't waste any power at all. So let's go. What the? Wow, I never noticed that before. I usually just fly around, but okay, let me see. Well, there we go. Now it's all getting backed up now. Okay, well, at least I have some resources to show you something later on. And then what also happens is, they all get turned into random scrap, which is all sent down this way and turned into scrap boxes because of these automated crafting benches. So, gets rid of all the waste. Just a lot of it. Yeah, I didn't really set up anything here to collect any of the outdroppings like this. I didn't really care. I'm like, yeah, nobody's going to care if they lose some cobblestone. And there is a lot of it that's getting lost here. And it's because I put all those extra miners, so it's mining way too many resources for the system to handle. But, oh well. Don't really care. It's all waste anyway. So, there's one other section in the back end, but I'll leave that for now. I'll just go in here and show you the main hub. Basically everything you need you can do from in here. You don't really need to go back through that door unless something breaks, but it shouldn't. So it starts off with your four main ores: iron, copper, tin, and gold. All coming this way. Over here are the other resources. You'll get coal, flint, obsidian. And everything else will go here. Diamond and everything else, including these scrap boxes. But if you're wondering why these three are separated, it's because these three ingredients are used to make diamonds. Industrial diamonds. So what I've done is you automatically flip a switch, it'll start to blink, and it'll automatically draw resources out of these chests. See, that's going down, this will go down. And there's a completely automated system back here that'll go send it from station to station and make industrial diamonds. And to make sure that you usually have enough flint, any gravel that's collected is automatically turned into flint by this machine here. And I'm getting a lot of extras because didn't have any power at the beginning. And that's the thing, it all runs on uranium. I never built anything like to burn coal, so that's kind of a mistake on my part, but well, I'll just hack in some uranium. What else is there to show you? There's a bunch of extra machines around here that all run on electricity. You don't need any batteries. So crafting benches and chests store all of your stuff. So you don't really need to worry about batteries, but if you do, there's the charging station over here. There's some crystal chargers and some MFS units that are completely powered by solar energy. If I hop up to the roof here, you may have noticed these when I jumped over. There's a large power array on the roof, and these only supply power to those charging stations. So they'll constantly be filling these up, and then you just put empty batteries in to fill it. Now, this is important right here. This must be pulsating back and forth like this in order for the system to work. It has to do with the, in Buildcraft, drawing stuff out of boxes, and that requires a pulse, not just constant energy. So I have a torch here, so you just go, place it down, and when you remove it, it should start pulsing back and forth. And you replace the torch. Then we don't have to worry about it. A couple of other neat little things I put over here. One is a manual resource input, so if you go mining yourself and you don't really want to care to do all the work, you just throw it all into here and it'll send it back through the system to get recycled or smelted or what have you. And automatically sends it back to the beginning of the line. And for anything else that you don't really care to, I put in a Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator. And if you have no idea what that is, you should go play Portal. And just like the regular ones, you have to push a button, and the door opens for a short period of time. Oh. What the? Why does the door not? I have to fix that. That's pretty much everything that this building does. It's pretty cool. I like it. One thing you might notice is if you'll see resources coming back through here. Once this draws out enough resources, once it gets too many, it'll start flowing them back into here. And that's usually not a problem. I don't really care. I just let it keep going. Usually I never turn that switch off unless I need the coal. Then I'll turn it off and let some coal build up. But That should probably take a while before an industrial diamond comes through. You'll get a lot of these scrap boxes from all the cobblestone. That's pretty much everything except for one last area, which I'll show you. Now, you might notice that you might not get as much tin in this box as you think you get. It's like there's not much tin in here. Well, that's because tin, as far as I can remember, is only used for two things: making cans, which I think is pointless, and making fuel. So you come out here, you notice I got a farm. I always have a farm in every map I make. A farm, and around here is this. 2 automated cactus farms. Now, that is because you can use cactus to make fuel. You can actually use cactus to make the fuel plant clumps and make fuel with that, biofuel. And so so you get them to come in here, make clumps, compress them, mixed with some tin cans to make biofuel. Then that gets extracted and pumped back into a chest in the main facility. Right here, biofuel. Put that into a jetpack or burn it, I guess, in, say, like in one of these iron furnaces if you need to. That's actually what I should do, is build a, build a separate power source area that burns fuel. And you can get like extra coal to put in there or use biofuel to burn it. And then you won't have to worry about power outages because you're running out of uranium. But uranium gives you quite a bit of power. The only problem with the system is the power will always be draining out somewhere. It stores up energy, but then that stored up energy is constantly getting wasted somehow. So I'll come out here and see. Whoa. Shadows haven't rendered yet. But I think these are all done. They're all empty. Didn't get very much resources. I don't think. Look here. Oh, no ores, I don't think. Nothing. That sucks. Now, there are a couple other things I could have done that would have been really cool. Made a couple other automated things, but they would have only been like semi-automated. So I figured I'll just leave that alone. I only built stuff that could be completely automated. And so, you guys let me know what you think. I'll probably put a download link in the description so you guys can download it, check it out, and you guys can tell me what you think. So long.